And the West. Durant is up. Then there's Kobe. And it's Abdul. The center locking down the middle.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business.
Stepped in the line, out of bounds there. And then
really just a lack of awareness on right near the line.
Johnson the screen. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh!
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Now here's Kobe. 7 points in the game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The West All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here are the East All-Stars. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Out to the right wing. And the basket by Curry.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now, here's George. And Thompson throws it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's George. That one falls, his 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Kobe. He has 7. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant.
He thought he got
1:46 left in the first half. Thomas passes to Johnson. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Johnson's got 5 now.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Shoot it.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Davis with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. .102 left to play here in the half. On the wing, Iverson. Shoots. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The East All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Curry can't get it to go. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball.
Oh, it's a
They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Look at that, Ian, boy.
Here's Johnson. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Oh, let me see it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Kobe. Here's Davis. That misses. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. West All-Stars lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
He's killing you. He got you on clamps. That's why. That's why he's killing you.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Under the paint.
Curry has been all sorts of trouble for him. 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
You might have blocked it.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break and halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. Good looks.
On the court right now for the East All-Stars, we've got Thompson. Thomas is out there with Iverson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Johnson in at the 4. The 3 from Iverson. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Look at that.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 7.
If he would have made it,
that's short off the rim.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Go on your spot.
Davis setting the pick for Curry. It's Durant on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Curry wide open. Another miss by Curry.
Curry, but
the defense there got away with a major lapse.
The drive by Iverson. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar against Thompson. Second chance shot. Here's Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Don't let him out-rebound.
Good game for Davis. 10 points and also a block shot.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
Good defense score. See, at least he know how to
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
All right. He glow up.
Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Johnson.
Get in your spot.
Curry kicks to Kobe. Fader on the way. Puts up the baby hook. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 13.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
I didn't ring in the spot, so it took so long. Y'all just
Thomas
want to
against
get y'all
Curry.
spots. I ran to play, idiot.
6 on the shot clock. And
And
here's Kobe from the arc. And the officials call over the back. A little
I
too
think his
aggressive
spot on
there.
the court blowing up. That's basically what you told
Boy,
me.
did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always
Mike,
love
is he
that
showing
kind
you
of
something on the
effort,
court?
but he was just a little overzealous.
All right. Yeah, it's not showing.
Offensive rebound.
You not looking.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Abdul-Jabbar. Thomas with the steal.
Dang. He
And he
blocked
takes
that.
it in for the layup off a very
He
nice
blocked
feed.
it with his steal. But we couldn't lose.
Now just a 1 point West All-Star lead to the inside. And Kareem throws it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Thomas gets the bucket.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
From the baseline. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And Kobe gets it to go.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's the West All-Stars. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play.
He's still moving, though.
Steph Curry's out there with Bryant. Then it's Durant. Then it's Kareem. And it's Davis in at the 4. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now.
I wish he passed it.
Outside for Durant. It's Curry outside. And it's the East with the rebound.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Paul George with the steal.
Wow,
Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
He's not even a shooting guard.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
Curry dishes to Davis. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Bryant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Durant. Thompson misses. Outside Curry. There's the pass.
I just passed it to KD. This nigga passed it to Anthony Davis.
Larry Johnson. That's his first personal
I wish we could do the inbound plays.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. 5 to shoot. Curry kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. He makes the Johnny from the left block. The East All-Stars on offense. 6-point game.
Why did he kick big man? That's
Johnson left side.
He didn't even go for the guards.
And Davis sends it back. They recover it.
High small forward kick.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kobe against Thompson. And Kobe, here we go. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Iverson passes to Thompson. And that one's good.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, I'm giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Curry kicks to Bryant. It's Durant with the drive. Abdul-Jabbar.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
Simply phenomenal, Greg, the effort we've seen from both sides here.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam? Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Thomas a screen. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Durant.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Curry dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. And it's sent back by George.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. Johnson for 3.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Iverson again. It's Bryant. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson with some nice D. Durant with the steal. Poked away. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And what a game for Thompson. 16 points and 4 assists. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
Truly, they have no answer for him at all.
And he does get the second one. And that turns the lead to 6.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that dispatch in freebies at the line. Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
How did I get the foul? You go, no.
It's the first, and that turns the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
He passed it to me.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They lead by 6. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds
to
enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in? That's possible.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're up by 6. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in? That's possible.
Shoot it.
So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in as we present the Jordan Player of the Game.
Crazy. At least the Bulls went all the way with it. They won 72-10, went all the way. The fuck won 73 games, only lost 9. And then if they get put out of the... You said something to me? She talking to me?
You said me, Grandma?
Y'all trying to do a program now? I don't remember if it's my mouth cord. Pro-Am, you can play with us. You know what Pro-Am is, right? You know what Pro-Am is, right? But I ain't killing them yet. I saved it a full quarter with 2 minutes left. No, it's not. How much you want to bet? I ain't bet no money, dude. The Grizzlies suck. Why don't I didn't make this play? This whole loss almost every time to the other. I don't even know. Yeah, whatever.
No philosophy.
It's even worse. Thunder. You a waste of time. You thought the Grizzlies really was gonna make it to the second round, bro? I believe it. I'm gonna stop my broadcast. I really believe they would have got